Well, hello everyone. Welcome aboard. It is a very sunny and gorgeous Saturday afternoon here in Victoria. Today we're going to do some, what I like to call, random acts of coolness. And a random act of coolness is just that. Just a random act that was cool. That's something that you kind of went out of your way to do on your everyday, and something that generally makes somebody else feel better. What am I basing my random act of coolness on? Well, my random act of coolness is based on how you doing? I'm looking for a home for one of these. And there you go. You're welcome.
Thank you very
Have a good one.
much. Your day.
There you go. So here's the thing. A random act of coolness doesn't have to be any specific thing. It doesn't have to have a formula or any extraordinary plan. Random acts of coolness are those little things that each of us like to have happen on those days when we maybe aren't feeling the best, feeling kind of down. Just little, seemingly insignificant things can make a huge difference in someone's day. I'll go as far as saying it can make a huge difference in someone's life. Little acts of coolness. Could you do me a favor? Can you take a couple of these home with you? Could you take a couple of these home with you?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Put them in some water and have a look at them today.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I miss my garden.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always had gladiolas. Oh, I had beautiful gladiolas and sweet peas. And
Sweet peas. Carnations. Everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
The friendly flower.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad you like them.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Don't go fast. Here. Take two of those with you. You're welcome. Have a good one. Hey, don't you take off either. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you just happened to be here.
Very nice.
Have a nice day.
You have a nice weekend.
You do. My grandmother, who has now been passed away for some time, was one of those grandmothers that just was completely, absolutely completely in love with her grandchildren and would do anything for them. Would do things that I'm sure other grandmothers would be abhorred by. I can think of a specific situation. We were at her house and we were out in the garden We were out in the garden, and there was a dead mouse underneath one of the rose bushes. I said, Grandma, I had my camera. I said, Grandma, pick that mouse up and pretend you're eating it. And she did not even hesitate. She didn't go, oh, I'm not gonna know. She picked up that mouse by the tail. I'm gonna see if I can find that photo. Picked up that mouse by the tail and pretended to eat it. Held it up like this. I hope I can find that picture. If I can find that picture, I'll put it up here, because it's one of my all-time favorite pictures of my grandma. Not because it was funny, which it was awesome, but it 100% demonstrates how much love my grandmother had for not only me, but her other grandchildren. She would do anything for us. And I think that would be my, inspiration for random acts of coolness, because Grandma always encouraged us to do what was, the right thing, and then whatever happened. And if you had an opportunity to help somebody, then just help them, and don't look for payback. Don't look for an instant response. I mean, that takes away from the whole point of doing nice things for people, is if you're expecting something in return. So for that, I continue to do my best to make little differences here and there. Now, about this contest, what's involved? Well, it is a contest. That means that there is a prize for the winner, the one that I deem to be the best. I want you guys to perform your own random act of coolness. It can be as small or as big as you would like. You need to videotape it. It doesn't need to be done from a bike, but heck, if you can do it from a bike, great. And this contest is open to anybody. If you're watching this channel and you're not a motovlogger, you just like to watch it, hey, it is open to you, Mr. and Mrs. So the only criterion I have is that it needs to be a positive, random act of coolness. It has to be genuine. So that means I don't want to see you drive by on your bike or your car and just sort of, toss something at somebody and call that a random act of coolness, because you're probably going to take somebody's eye out, first of all. But it needs to be an interaction between people. And also, it has to be positive. It has to be positive. That's the thing. That's the main thing. It has to, you have to be doing something for somebody in a positive manner. So, I gotta just ring my bell here for a second. It's a little tight through here. So there are the conditions. If I missed anything, I'll flash it up on the screen here. It's open to anybody, like I said. So, I mean, I've got subscribers that are just starting off with YouTube. I've got subscribers that I consider to be, big dogs in the motovlog world. The guys that inspired me to get out here and do this sort of thing. It's open to all of them. And I'd encourage everybody to think about it and do something, and make a little bit of a difference in somebody's life. The prize, I can tell you this, it's something that I would like to get, and that's something that I would get and go, oh man, that is cool. Okay, I'll tell you right now, it's not a trip to Europe. I'm not made out of money, and it's not a GoPro or any sort of electronic thing. However, it is cool. It will be, just for the average Joe, the average person, it'll be like, oh, this is cool, this is great. But for a motovlogger, you'll be like, oh yeah, yeah! That's what you'll be like when you get this thing. If you're the winner, and you get that, and you don't go, oh yeah! I don't think you're into motovlogging, because I want this, okay? I mean, and I think it's dang cool. So, there's one prize. The odds are, depending on how many people put in, but don't let that discourage you from doing this. You know, you can't win unless you try. So give it your best effort. Take some time to think about it, and I will put the date. There's going to be a open period for this, so whether it be a week and a half, 2 weeks, I haven't decided yet because I want to get everything, all my ducks in a row. And then at the conclusion of that time frame, I will make my decision, and if I have to pull in some other bodies from throughout the YouTube world, I will do that as well if need be. So I encourage everybody to do your best and make a small difference in somebody's life by performing a random act of coolness, because everybody needs that. And you know what? It goes two ways. Yes, you're performing a random act of coolness for an individual, but you get back as well. You really do. And if you've never done anything like this, then let this be your first time and let this be your experiment, because I promise you, if you do it right with the right intention, it's a great thing in your life to develop. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you how to do this. Once you've made your video and you've uploaded it to YouTube, to your website or to your YouTube channel, then private message me. Go to your inbox, send me a private message. Make the headline that says "Random Act of Coolness," and then at the bottom there's a little you can attach your video. Attach your video and send me that message, and then I'll know exactly who it's from and what I'm looking at. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, grandma and granddads, on your mark, get set,